Hey everybody, it's Karen with Food and Family. Pop took his last sausage and biscuit out of the freezer this morning. By the time he gets to work, he's settled in and ready for his breakfast. It's thawed. All he has to do is pop it in the microwave and heat it up. So it's time to make some more. But I thought I'd change it up a little bit. I just worry that he gets tired of the same thing all the time. So I'm going to take the same thing, the sausage, the biscuit, and I'm going to make it in a different way for him. And I know you know how to do these different steps, but I'm going to show you as I go along what I do. And but we're going to cook up. I'm making 8 of these because I'm using canned biscuits. And it's an 8 count, and this is the only can I have. I'll have to get more later, but this will get him by for the rest of this week and into next week. I'm going to do 8 patties of sausage. So that's going to give him 1 sausage patty per breakfast pocket, as I'm calling them. Now, I have a 2-gallon zipper freezer bag that I keep my sausage in. So I'm going to seal it back up, and give me just a second and let me put this in the freezer. I don't want them to thaw, okay? Okay, so while those are cooking, I am going to break up. Let me move this stuff around a little bit so you can really see what I'm doing. I'm going to break up, crack open 4 eggs. Now, I'm making 8 biscuits like I told you, and I think 4 eggs will be plenty. I want something to put these shells in after I crack them. So I'm just going to grab one of these little paper bowls we keep here. Let me wash since I had raw eggs. So we're going to salt and pepper. I like to go ahead and season them. He doesn't heavily salt or pepper his eggs. So I just kind of do it lightly. But if he decides he wants more, he can always add more. I would rather under-season these than over-season. Now, I have some evaporated milk that I opened a couple of days ago and put in the refrigerator. So I really need to start using it. So I'm going to use evaporated milk in these eggs. Just a little bit. That's probably a couple of tablespoons, I would say. It's a tablespoon and a half, probably, more like it. And we're just going to whisk them up. I've got my oven preheated to 350, but let me check the directions on this package. Yep. You're going to bake these according to your biscuit directions, and it's 350. Okay, so we've got those whisked up, beaten up with our fork really well. So I'm going to just set that aside for a minute. Let's check our sausage. Yeah, this is going to continue baking because we're going to bake these in the oven. They're going to continue cooking when we put them in the oven, but you want them pretty done. And they are getting a beautiful, beautiful brown color. I can't tell you how it smells in here. I might have to have one of these and he'll be short one. But that's okay. We're going to make him some more. I will make him just some sausage biscuits. So let me get this finished. Let me get the sausage done. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you what we're going to do next, okay? All right, y'all, this sausage is about ready to take up, but I'm going to show you what I'm doing here. I've got my biscuits, and I'm just rolling them out. I'm going to flatten them out. I know you know how to do this, but I'm just flattening them out. It don't have to be a perfect circle. Not at all. Mine are not, and they're still working. They taste good. Pop likes them. And that's what I'm going for. And that's what I want, something like that, okay? All right, so let's get rid of this now. That is ready to be washed. Okay, so our sausage is ready to come up. And I'm just going to take it up, put it in this plate, and let it sit here for just a minute. We've still got to cook eggs. Now, when I scramble my eggs, I do, I call it a low scramble. I don't know what technical term you use for it. I'm going to use this same pan, however, I'm going to clean out some of this oil. I'm just using my paper towel because I don't want all of that in there. And it's going to leave a few bits, and that's okay because it's just going to make those eggs delicious. We'll get rid of that. Now, I want to put some butter in here. Y'all know there's going to be butter. Y'all know there's going to be butter. So I'm just going to put a little bit of butter, close to a tablespoon. You use whatever you like. If you want butter, you want oil, that's your choice. When you make it, it's yours, as I told you before. When you make it, it's your recipe. But what I was saying about my eggs, when I scramble them, I don't just stir. I gently kind of fold it, and I'm after big curds, if you want to call it that. But I'm after big pieces of the egg. Let's give it one more whisk here. Want it good and whisked. Get all of that egg and that pepper out of there. Pop loves his pepper on his eggs. And don't touch it. Just let it sit here. And as it cooks, we're just going to gently drag our spatula through it. These are already coming together. Let me see if I can move this a little bit so you can see better. There we go. I think you can see better now. See, I'm just gently dragging it through, and it's allowing the uncooked egg on top to get down in the bottom. I just do not like eggs that are stirred, you know, little bitty pieces. To me, it's just, I don't know, I just don't like it. It gets overcooked, and I want a soft scramble. Now, I know there's some, I see TV chefs out there that they would stop right here. To me, that's still raw, and I don't like it like that. But if you do, you certainly stop. You know how to scramble eggs. I don't have to tell you. And see, just that quick, my eggs are done. And I've got them right where I want them. They're soft, yet they are cooked all the way through. So I want to get them on a plate and out of this pan. So y'all, give me just a second and let me get them out, okay? Okay, so I've got everything done. I've got our eggs. Look at that beautiful plate of eggs. I could just eat those right now. I've got my biscuits all rolled out. And I've got my sausage cooked. I also have a little bit of shredded cheddar cheese. I know, y'all, that the pre-shredded has an agent on it that keeps it from sticking together. To me, I like it. It's convenient. And there's times, yes, I do use the block cheese and grate my own, but there are times that something like this is just quick and easy, and I've been busy. Okay, so let's get started here. Now, I've got my baking sheet, and I told you I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees. So what I want to do, I want to stretch this out a little bit more, and I might have to roll it a little more, because sometimes, you know, dough wants to bounce back. It likes to stay in its familiar territory. You know what I mean? All right. So what we want to do, we're going to put a little bit of our egg on here. Yeah, make it healthy. Portion. But remember, you got 8 biscuits to make. Now, I'm taking a slice of sausage, or a piece of sausage, and I'm going to put it right here on this. Let me get some napkins to wipe my hands. Now, let's sprinkle a little bit of cheese on it. Just a little bit. It's just a little pocket. Okay, so now we're going to take this, stretch it and pull it over and cover all that goodness inside. Press it down with your fingers. If a little bit comes out, poke it back in. Now, I'm taking my fork and I'm crimping it. You know how we do fried pies. And you've probably made fried pies, so you know what I'm talking about. And we're just crimping those edges together. Looky there. Now, then I poked a little hole in that right there. I'm going to pinch it back together. And looky there. There's a breakfast pocket. Now, we're going to, I better spray this pan. Yeah. If your pan sticks, spray it. So I'm going to step over here to the sink. Yeah, I've told you before, don't spray over your flour. Okay, and we're just going to lay this right here. And we're going to keep making our breakfast pockets. Let's do another one. Okay, put our eggs. Looky there. I'm gonna put, I think I put my cheese on top of the eggs this time. He's not a big fool about cheese on his biscuits now. Sometimes I put it on there and he'll enjoy it. But I don't do it all the time because it's not a favorite of his. He loves cheese, and he loves dishes with cheese. There's just something about his biscuit. He's not real crazy about the cheese on it. And pull it over, and let's crimp it shut. And if you poke a hole in it, like I'm doing, just pinch that dough back together and it'll be fine. Just crimp it and seal it real good. All right, I'm going to get these finished and I'm going to come back. I'm going to get these finished and I'm going to come back and then I'm going to show you what I do next before I put them in the oven, okay? Okay, y'all, I am on my last biscuit here and I wanted to come back and show you what we do next. Now, if anything is trying to come out, I'm just poking it back in. It will not hurt. But I'm kind of taking my hand and I'm trying to flatten everything so it's not all in one spot in the center. And he can have a bite of that egg and sausage and cheese. And see, and now that's another thing. If you don't want sausage, that's his favorite, and we love the Swaggerties, as I've told you. And you can use your favorite. Use bacon. You can use smoked sausage. That would be good. Get some Conecuh sausage. That is some amazing sausage. Okay, so next, I told you my oven's preheated to 350 and it's just waiting on me. I'm just going to use a little bit of that evaporated milk. Get back over here, buddy. And I'm going to brush the top of these pies. I want them to be pretty. I want them to be golden. And I'm hoping this will make them shine. But if nothing else, it's going to make them taste good. Now looky here. Those are so pretty. And these are ready to go in the oven. Now, my package says to bake them 13 to 16 minutes on 350. I have found with my oven that these biscuits, when I do make them, take a little bit longer. So I'm going to go on the high side and go 16 minutes on these, since I did roll them out kind of thin. And if I need to add some more time, I will. But I'll be looking at them. So if I have to take them out before 16 minutes, I'll do that also. So give me a few minutes, let me get these baked up, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show you what they look like, okay? Y'all, look at this. Look how pretty those come out. Can you see that good? I hope you can. But I want to take them off of this hot pan and put them on these cooling racks, because I don't want the bottoms to keep cooking. And they're getting crisp on the bottom anyway. If can you see that? So I don't want them to keep cooking anymore, but that's okay. That's how we like them. So let me get these here. Pop is gonna love these. I've made them, it's been a while since I've done these. Let me get rid of this hot. I'm sorry, I know that's loud. Get rid of that hot pan. Okay, but I want to cut one open and let you see the inside. But I'm gonna have it for my brunch, lunch today. But isn't that just a gorgeous thing? Now, I'm gonna show you what I like to do though. And I don't know how many of you do this, but I think I've told you guys before, when we eat sausage and biscuits, we like to put mustard on it. So I'm gonna put some mustard on the side of mine and dip into it. Look here. It's soft, it's not hard. Ooh, it's hot. I'm gonna hold that up for you so you can see the inside of that. Isn't that beautiful? Now I'm gonna taste of it, but it's got to cool off for just a minute. It's just awful hot. Did y'all see the steam coming out from that? We're gonna give it a try. Let's squirt a little mustard in our plate. I just like to dip. I don't need much. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be so good, y'all. Get that sausage, egg, and cheese right there on that corner. That is a full handheld breakfast. The only thing it's missing is grits or oatmeal. But you've got your eggs, you've got cheese, you've got your sausage, you've got your biscuit. You put it out on your plate and eat it. We just put it in one little pocket. I hope you'll give these a try. And I certainly appreciate each and every one of you for joining me in my kitchen. I look forward to having you in here with me. And I hope you'll give this recipe a try. And if you do, please let me know what you think. I certainly appreciate all of you, and thank you for joining me in my kitchen today, and I certainly hope you'll come back and visit with me soon. Please like, share, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget, hit that notification bell so you'll know when we post another video. And don't forget, cookbook number 2 is on the way. It's at the printer. We still have a few copies of the first cookbook left. So if you'll open up the description box underneath this video, see the description says more, click on it, it'll open it up and it'll give you the directions. There's not a lot of a recipe for this, it's mostly directions, but I'll put it in the description box and you'll find a link to my Amazon store, you'll find a link to my Rada store, because you know I love my Rada knives. Anyway, my website is listed on there, KarenJonesFoodAndFamily.com. If you'll click on that link, it'll take you to my website, and there's a link to order the cookbook on there. Go straight to my printer. Very safe, I promise you. And they'll take your order, they'll ship it, and they're quick. The turnaround time is by the very next day. So they're real quick about that, and I just love them for it. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you soon.